Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. Today for the 12 Months of Christmas Challenge, I am going to be making a little stacked reversible Christmas and winter block set. So I have some chalk stencils, some patterned paper, my wood blocks, chalk paste, and then some Mod Podge, some matte Mod Podge that I'm going to be using to kind of decoupage my paper onto the blocks. I have my papers already cut down to size. My blocks are 5.5 inches long by 2.25 inches tall, I believe. And they are just wood pieces that are cut down, sanded, and then stained. And then that's the longest piece is 2.25 by 5.5, and then the top piece is 2.25 by 3.5. So there's kind of like a 2-inch difference, and then they just stack on top of each other. I'm going to be putting my pattern paper on both sides. I always start by putting Mod Podge on the block first, and then onto the back of the paper that I'm adhering, and this just creates a really good glue surface and helps prevent a lot of the bubbles. That's how I found anyway. It prevents a lot of the bubbles for me. And I apologize, I'm kind of going off the bottom of the screen there, but you'll get to see this whole process again when I do the other side. So I have a business with my husband, and we make a lot of holiday reversible decor. And it just means that you have a different season or holiday on each side. And so after one holiday, you can just turn it around and you're ready for the next one. So we have a business and we sell a lot of these. So for the 12 months of Christmas, I just wanted to make, I needed to restock some of these. And I'm doing these a little bit different. Normally I use paper and then I use vinyl words. Today I am using some chalk stencils and paste, and am going to be stenciling on the words. And this one is going to be reversible for Christmas and winter. So the front side will, or the Christmas side will say Merry Christmas, and then the other side will say Frosty Snowman. The 12 Months of Christmas Challenge is just a challenge I started for myself last year, and with our business, we do a lot of craft shows, and the bulk of them are in the fall, and I would find myself getting to fall and having to start prep for all of the shows, like right before they started. And so, at least for the Christmas items, the other stuff I kind of made throughout the year, but I decided that I needed to also focus on Christmas items throughout the year, so I'm not trying to rush and get all of those made. So this challenge was just kind of a way for me to motivate myself and have some accountability to kind of work on Christmas items throughout the year. So these are some chalk stencils from Magnolia Design Co., and I will link them in the description box below. And what I like about chalk stencils is that I am not a great stenciler. With normal stencils and paint, you have to have kind of a light hand, and I apparently don't have that. I think I get impatient. But with the chalk stencils, they're harder to mess up for me. As long as you have a smooth, clean surface, these go on really well. The chalk paste, you don't need to use a lot of it. It really does last you a while. And they're pretty quick and simple to work with. So that is why I tend to gravitate to chalk stencils. And I decided here I wanted to put down an extra mat just to protect my normal craft mat. So in order to apply the chalk paste to the stencil, I have a little squeegee, so it's very much like screen printing. You don't have to dab, you just kind of add your chalk paste at the top of the stencil, and then make sure you cover all of the openings. And then the reveal is always my favorite part. And just like that, that block is done. Now, after I get the Christmas side done, I will set it aside and let it dry for hours before I move on to the winter side. And then I also will end up cleaning my stencils. Another nice thing about these, just like regular stencils, they are reusable as long as you clean them in between each use. So after I'm done with the Christmas side, I will go clean those stencils in the squeegee and then come back and then do the winter side and then repeat that process of cleaning. My friend Kathy, who is Stampin' Cat over on Instagram, joins me most months on my Christmas challenge, and she primarily focuses on Christmas cards. I will have her Instagram linked in the description box below as well, so you can hop over and check her out and see what she's made this month. And now our Christmas block is done. So we have Merry Christmas for this side. And then I will kind of clean things up and let that dry. And then we will come back in a bit and work on the winter side. So Christmas is dry. And now we can do the Frosty Snowman. So same thing, using the same paste. And the stencils are also from Magnolia Design Co. The chalk paste is actually from Redesigned by Prima. And I will have that linked as well. I apologize if you can hear an angry cat in the background. He's mad because he can't go outside right now. So like I said before, Kathy does a lot of Christmas cards for this challenge, and I do kind of a mix of everything. I do the kind of decor side of the business, on inventory prepping, but then I also do some paper craft items for inventory as well. So I've made Christmas card sets, I've made advent calendars, hot cocoa packets, like just different things that are Christmas related for our shows. So there's Frosty. And then we will do the snowman. I started doing these reversible decor pieces a long time ago just because they make decorating so much easier. I'm a big holiday decorator, and especially come fall when I bounce from kind of like fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then right into Christmas, it's so much easier to just be able to have some pieces that all I have to do is turn them around. I don't have to take them down, put them away, get something else out and put it up. I can just kind of turn them around and then we are ready to go. So there's the reveal on the snowman. So after I let this dry as well, I'm going to come back in and do another seal coat of the Mod Podge. But I'm trying to be careful on when I'm going over the letters. I kind of go in with a thicker hand, and that's just because the chalk paste is kind of water-based, and so it can be smeared a little bit. So I do try to not rub real hard on the words. I'm in putting more Mod Podge on my brush. But the reason I need to do this is because I need to seal my paper in. And I will actually end up doing 2 coats of the Mod Podge. And then once those dry, this isn't required, but I do come in with a Minwax polyacrylic sealer, and this just kind of gives it extra protection. And kind of the Mod Podge can tend to be tacky sometimes depending on like the temperature or the humidity in the room or wherever it's being stored. So the polyacrylic sealer just kind of helps mitigate that and gets rid of the tackiness, and it's just extra protection. So I also come in and do 2 coats of this on all of my projects, but still this was pretty quick and easy, and I think it turned out cute. This is the first time I've used these particular stencils, so I was excited to give them a try. But here is our reversible set that we made today. And then also I did a couple other quick projects. I have some Christmas vacation inspired blocks, and then I have a couple other Christmas reversibles. The Fa La 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 Llama is kind of one of my favorites. But hope you guys enjoyed, got some Christmas inspiration. Please be sure to check out Kathy and the other links below. Thanks so much for your time, and have a crafty day.